So, totally restarting the stream. Alright, hey guys, welcome. Give me one brief moment. I just gotta take care of some stuff real quick. I'm gonna go back to my channel and double check this. Yeah, see now it says I have two of these. So I assume the bottom one is already done. Let's check this out, make sure that there's nothing going on here. At 45 degree angle. Anyhow, we're upgrading these integy parts, so totally restarting the stream. And probably should do that anyway. But yeah, I'll edit this video and because I don't want it. I'll probably just delete this one. In all honesty, and fix the other one. The later changes of the greater vastness of YouTube's. Let's look. Public visibility, private, done, fixed, save. Now we can go back to my channel. Now we got it all updated. All right, so if we're back to normal now, and yeah, integy metal parts. Nice. Dot integy. That's all right. Okay, welcome back, guys. Sorry for the loud clicky clingy stuff, but check this out. I will briefly show you this. So this is a project I'm working on. You can see this. All right. So this is a 3D printed, but it's not like a oh, what do you call it? It's not FDS. It's not like a filament. It's a resin. So I wanted to see if resins were a lot more lot stronger than like a normal 3D printed. I know people have done it in the past, but I've only seen it done with filament. So I wanted to see if these epoxy ones, or the resin ones, excuse me, are a lot better. But also today I'm going to be working on the SE10B. It was discontinued, and so a lot of the parts that are needed for the car have been long gone. But luckily I was able to snag some integy metal front A-arms, and that's what we're going to be changing out today. And hopefully I can get it done by 10 o'clock because I'm going to bed. I got a lot more work to do. But yeah, so we'll start getting wrenching and get this going right now. So here it is. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Love this little thing. There's nothing better than just a well-run two-wheel drive car. They're definitely more difficult than a normal four-wheel drive, but honestly, I feel like this one drives better than my SE10 Pro 4. I love it a lot more. I don't know why, but I just think it's fun. I think there's a lot more to it. It's got a lot more kick in the rear end, so sometimes it takes a little bit to get these things up and running and fixed. I've noticed some people have gotten rid of their stuff, and they're starting to offload stuff like this. But I honestly think this is probably one of the best two-wheel drives that I've ever driven, personally. So, yeah, so obviously we're going to have to take off the front plate here and that front bumper so we can access the rods right here, the tie rods. I wonder if this is going to be better for you guys. No, you can't see anything. So, there's a couple tie rods here. But yeah, we'll just flip her over, start working on her, and get her all done. So a lot of times you get stuff like that. You can just grab a little bit of the alcohol, a little bit right there. See if it will soften up that dirt. You gotta be careful too. Like, you gotta be careful with the plastics that you're using. If you're gonna put any kind of chemical on it. I only do this to get the dirt loosened up. So not recommended. I would definitely use something like water and soap. I just have this on hand because I've been using my little printer. And then on top of that, sometimes there's just so much dirt in this stuff that you can't get around it. So you just take a smaller hex wrench and you'll be able to just get in there and make a hole for your other hex wrenches to get in there. So I just have this. So we're gonna replace both sides today, and should be good. It should be a lot of fun, and it should be good to go. So let's do that. Let's get that recorded so I can make it into a tutorial, because it's definitely a needed one. It's a definitely needed thing. You know what I mean? Man, they have such small parts on there. Actually, I think I'm not gonna do. I think they're all in standard. I don't think they're in metric. So I'm gonna be erring on the side of caution and work on some metric stuff for a while. I haven't used my metric side, so make it into let's hope that it works and everything is on point. Oh, such small parts. Actually, I think I'm not gonna. I don't know. This might be. Okay, there we go. Standard. I don't think they're in metric. See how difficult that one is? It's just you don't get it loosened properly. You can already start to feel it kind of jumping around. Maybe it is metric. I'll switch back to my metric ones and see if see if that makes the difference. Hopefully I'm not getting into the diff, but if I am, it'll be okay. There we go. I'll be able to fix it pretty quickly and easily and come up with stuff. But like I said, like 3D printing has opened up many opportunities to run your car a lot longer than the manufacturer was intended to. There's a lot more opportunity to oh, that's sweet. Just hopefully I'm not getting into no. Is this connected to the it'll be okay. Look, where is this connected to? Oh, it's got some funky. Wow, that's a unique design. Never quite seen that, but you know, there's a first for everything. So I'll put those there because those are my long ones. Anyhow, as I'm walking through this, basically there's two screws right here that are on the angled part of the bumper, the thing that holds the bumper in. And you just gotta get these two screws. But like I said, like 3D printing has opened up the opportunity to run cars longer than the manufacturer will support them. Like even if there's not a community behind it, like you can still have opportunities to make your own stuff and make stuff in CAD. And it's honestly like not that hard, you know what I mean? And you just gotta get these two. You can get like Autodesk if you're a student for free, like Autodesk Fusion 360, and start working on stuff and creating stuff. And you could even create upgrades that are 10 times better or lighter, or you can use a polymer or plastic that you want in order to print the parts that you need, right? So let's say, like, for instance, that part is not in existence anymore. I could like literally take this part, create everything, and then 3D print it up there. So it's a pretty sweet time to live to have an RC car. So there's two more little ones up here, and I don't know if I have small enough ones to go up there. Maybe this one? This is even smaller than that. You might make this video a lot shorter than I thought it would have to be. Let me see. That's why you always carry a set of Allen keys no matter what. Carry the craziest things that you'd ever think to need. You would carry the smallest Allen keys. You never know. An RC car is like, look at that. That's just so stiff. That's such a small little screw. Look how tiny this thing is. Can you guys even see that? Alright, I'll get you a better image. But yeah, so really cool, unique opportunity. So Yeah, all you have to do is take out that part right there. It's the teeniest screw. It's like a 1.5 millimeter. So I really don't know if it's all in standard or metric. So you just have to take off the front bumper with those two screws. Take off both wheel nuts and the hub. So basically, what helps keep the wheel on the hex. And then after you've done that, you're pretty much off to the races after this. So take off this real quick. Hopefully integy hasn't made everything super proprietary, like you have to buy their C-hubs, the arms, and so on and so forth. Whoever had this set up before definitely did a great job on the camber and the toe. It's been like awesome. Like I said, some of these guys have worked really hard. So there's pins in here. You're just gonna have to wiggle a flat head, twist, get it up and out. Make sure that we're not bending or breaking anything, because, like I said, this thing is like a dinosaur. So let's put that one back in. Let's see if we can get this side out. There we go. Now we'll get the other side out here. Perfect. Yeah, just take a flat head. You'll be able to grab these. This is so cool. Just look at that. You basically pull up these front pins with like no effort. No effort whatsoever. I don't know if that's totally the best thing, but I'll take it every day. Every day. There we go. This other pin's giving me a little bit more of an issue. I'm gonna grab it lightly with some pliers. Be able to grab these. Don't need to put any rivets or bolts or any kind of issues in there. So now we've got the whole arm kind of disassembled now, and we can start taking off the arms and finding which side is which. So I don't know if integy labeled each side, but I'm going to assume it's going to be the same style as, so whatever that one goes there, and that one goes there. Perfect. Yeah, so there's just a unique opportunity to extend those cars. But anyhow, other than that, yeah, like I said, I really like this car, and so far taking it apart has been actually really fun and not a headache. You know, it's not like a Lego car. Like, it's not like a Traxxas where it's like kind of like, oh, it's like super obvious which how you take it apart. But it's not like a, it's not it's not like a super dummy car. Like you're not feeling like or like a super complex car, excuse me, where you got to take off 35 parts just to get to your Aeon. And then, you know, super impressed with the car so far. Really do love this car. And I'm just trying to get this taken out. Right now, I am using a Pittsburgh 33-32 seconds, I think it is. So it's kind of being a little bit difficult. I'm gonna grab this. I think it's been a long time since someone's pulled the whole thing out, but we'll see if it will come out on its own free will and choice right here. Right now, I am using a Pittsburgh. All right, come on. 332. Come on out. I think it is. So it's kind of being a little bit difficult. I don't know if it's got a backside on this, but it's been a long time since. Come on. Grab it again. Let's see if we just need to give her a good pull. Yep, that's all she needed. So we'll keep putting this stuff back up there. So now we got that off. We just got this. I don't want to take off this, but I do want to pop this off. So, come on. Actually, I don't even think I need to take that off. I just need to take off the
good pull. Yep, that's all
the
she needed.
carrier here.
I think it's just held in with a pin, but it looks like there's another screw right here.
So grab might need a super teeny one again. Wherever that one, here it is. Yeah, all the screws on this are very tiny. I'm very surprised that they went this route. I would have thought that this would have been more. Yeah, look at like the size of that screw. Like sits on your finger. If you drop that, you never find that again. That's all I gotta say. I don't know if I'd be brave enough. Okay, so now let's grab. What way do we want to push the pin out? Obviously, it's already coming out, so we're gonna push this pin to the. I'm gonna just push it out. A washer or a nut kind of fell out somewhere. We'll have to look and see where that went. But there you go. There's your normal arm assembly. We'll get this one put in really quick. I want to double check and make sure the spacer. So spacer goes toward the butt of the car. So we're gonna put in the. Put this on. So you're gonna go right here. You put everything into its spot. There you go. First, I'm gonna put the pin in here. Assembly. That. Oh, not there. We gotta go here. I don't know which one they had it in. Oh, there's two options. So this is interesting. Oh no, there's not. It's just the screw. I'm dumb. I should have remembered that anyway. Okay. So I want to kind of get it straightened out, so that way I have an opportunity. So now, slide this guy right here. Put that one into there. And now, put that spacer in between the arm and the other side. Give this arm and. Okay, now that we're through all that one, we need to just get it through this one. Come on. Might need a little more encouragement. Nope. So I'm just gonna keep moving it around until it says I'm happy, and it'll go all the way in. There we go. Sweet. So now that we got everything back in, I'm gonna grab that teeny tiny screw. Set it. Let me just do this because this is way easier. Put your Allen key on it, and then hold it, and then find the hole associated with it, and then screw it back together. So now that I almost got the first A-arm done, it's not been too bad. Gotta look at what hole they had it on. They had it on the second one, so I will do that on the second one as well. And assuming it goes right here, find the hole associated with it, and then screw it back together. So now we're gonna get through this whole section. See, some of these feel like they're metric, and then some of them feel like they're standard. So it's kind of a weird mix and match here. So let's see how much further we get along the road here. Whoa, almost dropped that. Excuse me, guys. One of the things that I don't like about this overhead setup is that light is super bright, and I could totally fix it, I bet, right now. Let me see. Where did that? Is this one? No. Oh, there we are. See, this part's standard, which is the odd part, and then some of the parts are metric. So I wonder if someone was doing some upgrades and they were trying to convert it to standardized or a metric version. All right, come on. Go all the way. Okay, now that we're kind of peeking out, we want to get that first suspension arm. Get that suspension arm in there. Some of the parts are metric, so I wonder if someone was doing some upgrades. Get it going the right direction. Standardized or a metric version. Okay, now
You want to see?
Alright, come on. Oh, all the way. Okay, now that we're...
Oh, come on.
We want to get that first suspension arm. Thought it was going further than that. Going the right direction. Come on, why isn't it?
Okay,
come on, go through all the way. It's just being stiff. So interesting. I don't know if integy are supposed to. That's supposed to be the thing, but maybe it's the other way. Let me just double check this real quick before I start ruining $20 parts that you probably can't find anymore. Come on,
let me see. So there's threading on this side, but that threading.
Maybe it's just a push through like the other one was. I don't know if integy are supposed to. Maybe I gotta get some. That's supposed to be. Alright, let's just give her a good crank down. Let's see if we can get all the way through the. Before I start ruining $20. The integy arm.
Probably can't find anymore. Let me see. So there's threading on this.
Alright, sweet. There we go. So now we're popping up on location. Alright, now we gotta put this shock in there. Good crank down. Let's see if we can get all the way through the. Before I start ruining the integy arm.
Yeah, see now it's freely willing. It's moving freely.
Now on location. Let's start. Now that that suspension's arm in. Now we can push it all the way to the other side. Get this thing tightened up. And then we can put the pin back in. We'll call that arm number 1. So there you go, guys. That's arm number 1 for today. And that wasn't, honestly, that was quite a easy switch. Now you got a metal front A arm on that. Show you that real quick. There we go. Yeah, see that front metal A arm on that SE10B? It's really simple. Like I find it a lot simpler. Or I just find it more fun. I wouldn't say it's probably not simpler than Traxxas would be, but again, this car is a little bit older. It's got a little bit more quirks. Okay, so now we gotta do the same thing here. Take off this wheel, and we'll go back to our other. There we go. There we go. Are we back to our other scene? There we go. And we'll get this other wheel off, and we'll continue on. Yeah, so someone loved this car very much. Put a lot of effort into it. I personally think they did, but that's always up to interpretation, right? Let's see if we can get this one off. Like I said, there's like 2 different styles here, and I don't know if it's metric or standard or vice versa. Oh, yeah, so someone loved this car very much. Put a lot of effort into it. I personally think. Alright, now we're all the way off of this. We'll probably attempt to pull this one off. Nope. Still feels like it's on it. Wow. That is surprising. But I definitely had to use a little bit more force with this car. But, oh, I don't want to lose that screw. Probably should have taken off this. Oh, do I even need to take that off? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just a dummy. Let me just put this back on. Put this back where it was. Just leave it where it was. And then I'll... But I definitely had to use a little bit more. See if I can attempt to take the car apart. And, yeah. Should be, yeah. Probably should have taken the super teeny screw up here. Take this off. And then... Oh, look at that, guys. It's only 9:51, and we'll be done with this other arm by 10 o'clock, and we'll call it a night. So then we're gonna push this pin through. So you can take an Allen key. This is like probably my favorite thing is you just take an Allen key, push the Allen key all the way, and the super teeny should be able to pop out that pin that you have right there. So now you got that pin off. The only thing that we have left to take off is this suspension, this front suspension arm, or linkage, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, see this one comes out pretty quickly. Now this thing is free. So now we have spare plastic ones. If I ever break those metal ones, I'll let you guys know. Probably did something wrong. In all honesty, if I broke the metal ones. And okay, there's the spacer again. So the spacer was always placed on that back side. So I'm gonna go like this. Grab that. See this one comes out pretty quickly. Now this thing is free. So now we have spare plastic. Put this little rod right through, and then you can put your spacer on the other side and kind of wiggle your way to getting the other one all set up here. So now kind of push until it kind of pops into place, and then there you go. So now that that's in, take your teeny tiny screw to lock in that little rod that you have, and super tiny. Like I said, it is very, very tiny. I also want to switch the lens to zoom in a little bit more on the GoPro here. Yeah, I'm using a GoPro, by the way, to record this and live stream this. That's my overhead one right here. You probably see it. I think you can. So yeah, it's a pretty sweet. It's a little sweet setup. Can't complain myself. Definitely have all the right parts in all the right places, so that way we can have these opportunities to do live streams. I'm using a GoPro, by the way, to record this and live stream. So now we're gonna just see if the car will screw back together. Okay, come on. See if we can get it back through. Oh, I'm not even using the right one. It's a little bit bigger. There we go. That's why I was like, man, I'm going at this for quite a bit. And there you go. So now the whole suspension is back together. Just push up on your suspension, set it down on the rods. Grab your rod and put it right. Push it back in. You gotta kind of squeeze it, roll it up and down. It's okay to take something and tap it just lightly, as long as you're not as long as you're not screwing it up too much. If you're screwing it up too much, you got bigger issues. So now that's back together. Trying to think what were my next screws that I had. I think it was these ones right here, and these little teeny tiny screws. Again, another set of teeny screws with a 1.5 millimeter hex wrench. So very, very small. Surprised the car can take a beating like it can. So now we're gonna screw this all back together. And one, sweet. And then we'll take the next one right here. And we'll just another set of keep going. Let's keep going. There we go. So now, here we go. Now we're back together at this point, and so next thing you'll need to do is you'll need to reattach the suspension again up top here, right here. So there's those two screws that you have. They're not on the bottom, but they're right here. So they kind of sit right in between. There we go. And there's like a shock absorber, so you just need to make sure you get the right one. Find the right hex wrench. Next thing you'll need to do. That's the correct one. And grab this and line her up. This one's a little bit more difficult because it's got like a specific a specific angle you have to approach it at in order for that screw to even sit in there properly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this screwed in there. grab this.
And
So,
line it up.
alright,
This one's
sweet.
a little bit more difficult because
Now that we've got this going,
like a specific
screw it all together.
like a specific angle you have to approach.
We're getting there.
In order for that screw to
There's one.
properly.
Get it all tightened up here and then put in the next one. I think it's this one right here. And once you have that, so we're gonna go right here. Now that we've got this going, oh, master. There we go. Perfect. And we're almost done. We just have to put on that bottom skid plate right here, tighten her up, and then once that's all tightened up, we're all set to get this car back to rolling and running. So I'm really excited about this one. I want to use it for a lot of opportunities to like I would like to race it in the spring when winter's all over and done with. Like I said, this screw is at such a funky angle because that whole front assembly right here is angled and sloped up. It doesn't sit up straight like most of them are. And I think that's what makes this unique is it's more of a buggy and that buggy style, like short course truck. I really like the way they did theirs. I don't think anyone has come close within the 1/10 scale area in a long time to what Team Associates has done with this little buggy. I wish they didn't discontinue it. I hope they make another one, a short course buggy, but I know short course has been kind of on the outs, so it really just takes a little bit. But we're almost done. Got this one left, and then we're trying to beat that clock right there. What does it say? 9:58. So we got a couple more minutes, and we're on the outs. Okay, I don't think it's not that one, not that one, and it is this one. Now we're tightened up here. Gotta beat the clock, guys. We've got some chores to do. My wife's asked me, so I was given a little bit of time, a little bit of grace to do this and get this all set up and done. But what can I say? Like I say, these things, these metal ones, look 10 times better. We'll see how much stress it puts on the car, the rest of the body. We'll see if stuff starts to break, because if it does, we'll rethink our tactics here and go back to the plastic and see if we can buy an RPM stuff online, or we can start to 3D print the stuff that we actually need. So could be definitely in that realm pretty quickly here. Oh man, I'm guessing every wrong screwdriver / hex wrench. Yeah, okay, now we got that going. Throw these tires back on and throw those on. And it's 10 o'clock right now, so I gotta get NASCAR in right now. I don't think it's gonna work, but we can try. There we go. There's one. Here. Is this spinning around freely? Yeah, see, you gotta double check that stuff. You gotta make sure that you tighten the little hexes that they have up here. I don't know if there we go. As long as everything's tightened, then it's good. We should be relatively okay here. Let's get this set up, and then we're done. And that was I call that a success for tonight. So appreciate you guys sticking it out with me and hanging out and joining in on the fun. I will be doing more bashing videos soon. I'm just gonna be out of town for Thanksgiving, but yeah, I'm super excited. There's gonna be a lot of opportunities to grow and be a part of this channel. Like, I'm so new. I'm ready to hang out with people and start doing stuff. So if you're ever in the like Idaho area, southeast or southwest, let me know. Let me know what's going on and let's hang out and let's go bash and do some other things. So let's get this car all set up and make sure we're all on the same boat here. Part of this channel. I'm so new. I'm ready to hang out with people and start doing stuff. So if you're ever in the this car does have an insane turn radius. So let me know.
Desktop audio in the background.
Let's hang out.
Are you serious? Oh no, guys. What? Oh no.
So much for that. Listen to this. Let's listen to how bad that is. Oh. Let's look. Yeah, I probably had nobody. Because nobody wants to listen to me twice. Let's listen here. Well, I got some things to learn for next time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Doesn't sound horrible, but it's not my favorite. Definitely want to be better. Probably my only second time doing like an RC wrenching live, so there will definitely be more opportunities to do that, but I'm definitely growing, definitely trying to get better. So if you guys are ever interested, check out my channel. And in the meantime, I appreciate everything, and I'll see you guys soon.